I myself survived of genocide. I lost my family. I lost my parents and the 4 sisters.
In my family, we lost a total of 109 people in Rwanda. My uncles, my cousins and nieces who died in Rwanda totaled 109 people.
I was there. I was in Rwanda, in one region called Bugesera. It's really a region which experienced the genocide from long time, 1959 to 1994. I was born there, but it was not my real region. My parents have been deported. Let me use this word because it's how it has been done. In 1960, just after what they call revolution, they have been deported there to be killed by tsetse mosquitoes. Fortunately, they resist, but at the end they were killed by those who planned for a long time the extermination of Tutsi.
I will never forget how my sisters have died because they have been thrown in a toilet alive and they died 2 days after. My father and my mother, they were good parents for me, but I lost them.
Almost all the members of my family, my extended family, were exterminated. I am among the luckiest person in Rwanda because my mom was saved. One of my sisters were saved. Some here and there, cousin and nephew, have been able to gather some survivors and to construct a new family, which is very, very little compared to the broad, large, lovely family I used to have before genocide.
There was a lot of killing in 92, 93 in Ruhengeri area. And we never got to know where they buried these people. All we know is that they were killed.
So far, I have been able to bury one niece, one brother-in-law. For the rest, no news at all.
My sisters, they still in toilet, very, very, very deep. I'm just waiting that I sealed it, just waiting if it can dry. I don't know how to call it in Rwanda. Yes. I'm just waiting for some years to go down and exhume their bodies. I'm still waiting for that time.
When RPF launched the struggle to liberate the country, I was among the first person who were arrested in the process to prepare genocide, and I was targeted to be killed in the next month. I was lucky because I was liberated 6 months later due to international pressure on the government, to the pressure from RPF, and I escaped from Rwanda. I went with my family, my wife and my one child. By that time I had one child. We fled to neighboring countries, to Burundi, then to Kenya. And the climax, the high, tense moment of genocide in 1994 exploded when I was in Kenya. So I was saved.
Because my figure and my physical feature, I do not look like they describe a Tutsi. And then when I arrived in a region where they don't know me, it was somehow easy to lie that I'm Hutu. I was saying that I'm Hutu in that time.
I was there, but the Almighty God protect me. Now I have the right to explain what happened to me.
The spirit of friendship, the spirit of brotherhood, which is the base of our collaboration, was our main asset.
La The big expectations and the perspective ahead is to record the memory of the genocide. But most importantly, it is to record them in a coherent way, in a professional way, because we have been doing it, but it has never been as systematic, as professional as it should be. And having this collaboration, having this partnership, I think it will be a very strong tool for educational purposes, for preservation of the memory, and to educate the rest of the world, and especially share this story with other nations that have gone through the same experience.
The vision of Shoah Foundation, which is very similar to the vision of IBUKA, the respect to the victims, the respect of the memory, and the capacity, the expertise shown by Shoah Foundation as the biggest virtual library in the world.
I think the genocide that happened to Jewish people and genocide that happened to Tutsi is not different, more different, because it's important the life of our beloveds.
There are so many similarities in how genocide is prepared, how it is carried out, in how it is organized. So many similarities between the Shoah, the Armenian genocide, the Rwandan Tutsi genocide. But there are some differences related to local context that must be captured by every human being, so that they know that if this kind of signs appear anywhere, it is very important to be aware.
The value of collecting this testimony is great, is big. Actually, the victim of genocide, they died, they have been killed in a way they didn't respect their right. And from this testimony, the children of Rwanda, they will understand exactly what happened to their families, their parents, their sisters and brothers. Not also the children of Rwanda, also the world will learn from their testimony. This, to get their testimony, is to make them alive again, is to bring them back in our society.
We must know each Jewish who perished in genocide, each singular individual should be named and remembered, and every Tutsi should be remembered as one human being.
Every survivor has an obligation to say what has happened to him. This is a weight he carries on his head every time. And when he has somebody to tell his testimony, it's a kind of therapy.
It's a healing process. And any history that is not told is, I would say, an abuse to the humanity. You are doing injustice to yourself not to tell the story. The biggest or the general outcome of this is that we'll be teaching the young generation to respect humanity, to respect their fellow human beings, to live in harmony with one another.
It's such a shame that we don't have a very big library of our history, or, however, how many films have been done over the last 10 years. There are not many, and I think the only justice to bring up, which is about to be brought about, is the testimonies themselves. Nothing can beat that.
Because genocide is a crime against humanity, they have to learn the bad mistakes of the past, and I think this can be a tool of education.
Rwandan killed other Rwandan. So from the experience we have, we are now encouraging each other to make our country better. And based on the story of genocide survivors, based on the challenges of survivors now in Rwanda, this will build the foundation, will build the basis of better future in our country.
We think that this is a universal project, a human being project. human being sufferings, serving to prevent human being sufferings again anymore in the world.
We are raising awareness of what happened to our people. So people will understand exactly what happened. And not only to understand, but they will take action. And never again will be never again. I hope so.
I'm committed to fight. I'm committed to fight so that genocide never happens again. And my weapon is to preserve memory. I think that my role is to sensitize other persons like me so that we join our efforts in this very important struggle. My dream, of course, is that I be very sure that a genocide will never happen in any other future. But I'm not naive. In 1945, when the humanity stood and said never again, we could say that really the lesson have been learned for everyone. The lessons was not learned. In Cambodia, what happened was a pure genocide, and nobody did anything to prevent it and neither to stop it. We know that we have to make a step ahead. We know that we have to never to get desperate and never to step down, never give up, but the struggle will be long.
I have really to address my thanks to Shoah Foundation Institute and to anybody who will support this project, because really he will join the efforts of human beings. Thank you.